What if I tell you that Nigeria shocks the world with its rare earths deposit and what to do with it?
They are everywhere.
No more will we allow anybody.
Even some military equipment requires rare earth elements.
And so this is a huge investment that we should all be proud of.
In this video, I am going to break down what the discovery of rare earths can do for Nigeria and how Nigeria can become an important global player. What exactly is rare earths?
They are everywhere. You'll find them in your phone, your car, even in wind turbines. Without rare earth elements, a lot of the technology we have today wouldn't exist in its current form. They're mined in places like this and are then milled into a concentrate before being processed into the pure metal. Rare earth elements are a collection of 17 metals. They're found here on the periodic table with names that are almost impossible to pronounce. They're known for having similar properties and are mostly used in magnets, catalysts, or in hybrid car batteries. Even some military equipment requires rare earth elements.
Nigeria is naturally blessed with rare earths. Something significant has to happen for Nigeria to achieve its development goals.
I stand before you today at this occasion, the groundbreaking of the largest rare earth and critical metals plant in Africa, in Nigeria. Today marks a significant milestone, not only for our company, but also for our community and the entire industry. This plant represents a bold step into a future that holds immense potential for innovation, sustainability, and advancement.
A bold step indeed. But on the other hand, the powers that be never expected Nigeria to be able to put it all together. Hence, the shock. Nigeria and Africa is on a different wavelength.
Strategy of inclusivity in the super region would ensure that Africa no longer holds the shorter end of the stick. Right. There has to be extreme and significant local value addition in investments in mineral in Africa.
Really?
Nigeria's untapped rare earths value right now is worth billions. The estimate for Nigeria's mineral wealth is worth $700 billion. Now that's a lot of money. Nigeria holds huge monazite in reserve, approximately 6 million tons. And monazite is very important for rare earths production.
Solid minerals is going to be the next oil of Nigeria. And we need to move into it, sanitize that environment, consolidate it, open it up to international and local investors so that it can become a major contributor to the GDP. And that's what informed my own assignment.
What does Hastings Group bring to the table for the people of Nasarawa State, Nigeria? Hastings Group wants to bring local value, and Nigeria is fully behind the company as it fits in to Nigeria's quest to diversify the economy and support in-country processing, and it's sending shockwaves.
The groundbreaking of the $400 million rare earth plant by the Hastings Group today is an eloquent testimony, a patriotic revolution to set Nigeria on the path of self-reliance, commonwealth, and prosperity for all. We can and we shall build Nigeria as an economic giant as well.
This is the sort of investment and collaboration between Nigeria and other nations that we continue to encourage and that we'd like to see more.
There are some categories of licenses. The SSML, which is the small-scale mining lease, is reserved exclusively to Nigerians. That is not given out to foreigners. And that is because we want to encourage Nigerians themselves, who own the minerals anyway, to also be actively engaged in the operation, the exploitation, exploration, exploitation, and judicious utilization of the proceeds that are accruable from this sector. So while, of course, everybody needs the exploration license, you can't do anything without the exploration.
Hastings Group is set to create approximately 10,000 jobs. Let's think about that for a moment and the impact on the lives of Nigerians and Nasarawa State indigenes. A game changer sending shockwaves and set to transform the country.
The contribution of the solid mineral sector to the gross domestic product of Nigeria increased tangentially this year. The latest figures from the National Bureau of Statistics did say that it's risen up to about 4.64% from a meager, say, 1.8 or something before. So that's a major achievement or contribution of the solid mineral sector to the GDP. Secondly, when you have such a quantum leap in contribution to the GDP, it literally translates to more investment coming into the sector and definitely to the country, DFIs, which also translates into employment generation, technology transfer.
In the year 2020 to 2022, Nigeria was identified as a potential rare earths producer, and in 2023-2024, Nigeria shocks the world with an output of approximately 13,000 metric tons, an incredible 80% increase in production. And then, in the year 2024-2025, came the mother of all shocks, a 400 million investment for a processing plant, simply the largest in Africa, to move Nigeria from raw to refined products. Nigeria is positioning itself as a global player.
For the first time in Nigeria, we are going to have a rare metal processing plant. This is critical metal that includes platinum, uranium, chromium, and so many other metals that are coming into our state. And so this is a huge investment that we should all be proud of.
China has powerful dominance in the marketplace, and Nigeria has moved up to a top 6 global position.
And today, I'm happy to announce to you that first of all, we've succeeded in globalizing the solid mineral sector of Nigeria. In fact, a few weeks ago in Cape Town, at the Indaba, it's an annual minerals conference in Indaba in Cape Town, I presented a 7-point agenda to consolidate the solid mineral sector. All the African ministers of minerals present there then formed a group which is now called the African Mineral Strategy Group. And Nigeria, through me, was elected the pioneer chairman of that group.
Necessary regulatory framework is in place to create the right environment for investors and Nigerians at large to capitalize on its natural blessings.
There are operators who engage in illegal activities. Now, when an operator is an illegal entity, of course, that operator does not go through the crucibles of regulatory framework. We have regulations. Any operator that is licensed by our ministry must submit an EIA report, which is the Environmental Impact Assessment Report, before he is approved. Our marketing of our 7-point agenda internationally has started to resonate. In Riyadh, early this year, I went there with my team to the Future Minerals Conference and presented Nigeria's 7-point agenda for sustainable development in the solid mineral sector. I made a passionate case there that no more will we allow anybody to cut away our raw minerals out of Nigeria without processing, without refining, without local value addition, without multiplier effect to the economy. And when I presented that in Riyadh, all the African ministers of minerals there became so excited and therefore formed the African Mineral Strategy Group and immediately elected me, Nigeria, as the interim chairman or pro tem chairman of that body. So that shows you the proficiency and efficacy of our policy initiatives in opening up the sector, such that it's no longer even restricted to the confines of Nigeria, but is resonating all over Africa. And today, as the chairman of the African Mineral Strategy Group, all our plans and programs are being replicated in other African countries.
Rare earths, elements, and minerals appears to be a blessing that will continue to give and catapult Nigeria into global relevance if the right focus is maintained. Please give me a like and subscribe to the channel.